Yeah. Who am I? Someone that's afraid to let go. You decide if you're ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. Who am I? Someone that's afraid to let go.
Yo bro, the question of the day on today's video is, out of NBA 2K15 all the way to NBA 2K18, what game had your favorite rep system? For me, I gotta say NBA 2K16. Not only was it just a great rep system overall with the Legend and Rookie, Pro, All-Star, you know, that whole system all the way up to Legend 5, but there were also some really dope and innovative rewards in that game, and it's the only NBA 2K game that I have got shirtless in. But yo bro, the notification game shout out on today's video goes to High Power Strength. Bro, you are the real MVP on today's video, and if you want to win notification get shout out on next video, make sure you go ahead and drop a like on the video, subscribe to notifications, and tell me know the game down below in the comment section to be featured, bro. But hey, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Yo bro, what's good everybody? It's brother Rodell, Carlos, and come back with it out. In today's video, we have a few tweets from Mike Wang that I do want to talk about. If you don't know, Mike Wang is a gameplay director for NBA 2K. Now I'm pretty sure most people that are watching this video do know, but for those of you who don't know, now you know. But yeah, he has made a few tweets about NBA 2K19 since the last video where I did talk about a few tweets that he made. So yeah, we got like 3 or 4 tweets that I do want to talk about today that regard NBA 2K19. Now real quick before we do get into the video, the poll for what player I do next in my how to make it my player exactly like Blase series, that poll has been created, and the available players to vote for are T-Mac, D-Lo, Kyle Korver, and Dr. J. So yeah, make sure you go over on Twitter and put your vote in so you can decide what player is next in that series. I will likely put that video up tomorrow. So yeah, make sure you take part in that poll on Twitter, because putting your comment on this video, that isn't going to do anything. I'm not going to count that as a vote. You have to actually go on Twitter and put in your vote, because it's a lot easier that way. It's not complicated at all. And if you don't have Twitter, then just go ahead and take the time out of your day to make a free account. It doesn't take long at all. Just got to have an email address, put that email in, and everything else, and you'll be perfectly fine. But anyway, a few things before we do get into the video, bro. Make sure you go ahead and drop a like on the video. Let's go for 40 likes on today's video, bro. And yo, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications if you are new to the channel and you haven't already, so you will not miss any of my bigger content, bro, because I'm on this daily upload grind. We dropping daily dope NBA 2K18 and NBA 2K19 news content. And one last thing before we do jump into the video, make sure you go ahead and follow me on Twitter as well as Instagram. Stay paid with everything that I do, and also take part in the polls that I have. But hey bro, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright yo, so this first tweet that I do want to talk about right here does involve contested shots in NBA 2K19. Basically, this user on Twitter was asking Mike Wang if contested shots are going to hit more than open shots like they did in 18 in NBA 2K19. And Mike Wang did respond by saying contested shots are going to get hammered this year, which means you are not going to be having a high chance of making a contested shot, and maybe even no chance of hitting a contested shot. But just know the way contested shots went in NBA 2K18 is going to be a lot different in NBA 2K19. So yeah, I am happy to hear this, because that's going to mean the skill gap is going to go up. That way, you know, it's less bailouts. If someone just throws up a horrible shot, it's not going to go in. They're not going to get bailed out this year. That's what Mike Wang is saying right here. Now this next tweet right here, it's not really anything that big. It's just the fact that your post-stick orientation in NBA 2K19, the default for that will be absolute, and absolute is by far the best option. Camera relative is always been the default, but it has never been better than absolute. It's a lot better to control your player while on absolute. So yeah, that's nothing really important right there. That's just something small. You know, you could already change it before, but this year the default is going to be absolute. So once you get the game, you aren't going to have to change this. And for those people who are new to the game, they're gonna automatically be on absolute, so they won't be making that big mistake by using camera relative. So yeah, shout out to the 2K dev team for this. It's something that is really small, but it is gonna help the game out a lot, because you know, there were some glitches in the game where it would change your settings by itself. So if it reverts to the default, it's already going to be on absolute anyway. Now this next tweet right here is going to be talking about the post game in NBA 2K19. Now in NBA 2K18, the post game was very inconsistent. Post fadeaways weren't the best. Post tuck shots were horrible, probably the dumbest shot you could take in this game, because they never went in. But luckily for the post scores in NBA 2K18, the drop step and the post spin move were both pretty good, so you were able to set yourself up. That was really the only go-to thing that post scores actually had, because the post hook shot absolutely broken. They never went in. Just as long as you barely contested it, never going in at all. And the post fadeaway in this game was aight, but as soon as you were barely contested at all, you know, that joint was gonna miss. But word for word right here, this is the tweet from Mike Wang. Post fade / hook success is a focal point. They will be very effective weapons for post scores this year. And you add that together with the post spin move, which is very effective, and the post drop step move, which is also very effective unless they tone it down a lot. It sounds like to me, bro, these post scores in NBA 2K19, it sounds like they finna be nice. I know for a fact that I am gonna make a center next year. That's gonna be my secondary player. My primary player is gonna be a playmaking, a 6'10" point forward. And then for my secondary build, I'ma just have, you know, a center or something just in case I have another dominant ball handler that I'm playing with. Now, whether or not I'm gonna make a post score, I don't really know, because I don't know if I'm even gonna like the post game in NBA 2K19. So I'm gonna have to get my hands on the game first before I do anything, so that way I can actually see like what I want to do in the game. Once the prelude does come out, I'll probably just try out a ton of different builds to see what I like, but I know for a fact I'm making a 6'10" point forward. But anyway, back to the post game. Mike Wang is saying that in NBA 2K19, the post hook shot as well as the fadeaway are going to be effective in the game. And yeah, that's definitely a good thing to see, because in NBA 2K18, like I said, the post hook shots are completely broken. You cannot make a post shot in this game, or a post hook shot in this game at all. And the thing is, the post hook shot is known as one of the most unstoppable moves in NBA history when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was using it. So yeah, I mean, I think the post hook shot should actually go in sometimes, you know, because it is one great scoring move in the NBA, especially back when Kareem used it. And now that we can actually time our layups with this layup meter, we're also going to be able to time these post hook shots like we could in NBA 2K17. So that's definitely going to be great. And the thing about the layup meter, that is going to be very consistent with the hook shots, because the hook shot, you choose a certain hookshot animation and it gives you that same hookshot animation every time. So it's just like a jump shot. You get used to that animation and timing it becomes muscle memory for you. So eventually you are going to get to that point where you just got down your post hook animation and you're going to be like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar if you're a post scorer. You're just going to be abusing that joint and you're going to be making it almost every time because you know how to time it perfectly. So yeah, that is two things right there that is telling me that the post scores are most likely going to be an overpowered build in NBA 2K19 if you use them correctly. So yeah, we got Mike Wang saying that these are going to be a lot better in NBA 2K19. They're going to be a lot more efficient in NBA 2K19. And we also got the brand new layup meter, which is going to allow us to know how to time these post hook shots. Now, when it comes to post fadeaways, I really don't know though, because Mike Wang, like he said earlier, as you saw from that tweet earlier on in the video, contested shots are going to get hammered hard this year. Usually, post fadeaways are highly contested shots. So I'm assuming it's going to be based on the height and the size of your defender. You know, if your defender is short and you take a post fadeaway on him, he's probably not going to be able to contest you that well, saying that you're creating a ton of space for yourself just by doing a fadeaway. Let's say your center is 7'3", the person that is guarding you trying to contest your post fadeaway is like 6'5". You should definitely be able to make that shot because he ain't gonna be able to get his hand up there unless he has an insanely long wingspan, like a Mo Bamba type wingspan. But yeah, bro, there are a lot of things pointing towards the post scores being a really good archetype in NBA 2K19. And hey man, it just might be true. We'll have to get our hands on the actual game to see how it plays. And hey, most likely that post score is going to be overpowered because in 18 it was also a pretty good build if you knew how to use it. And with these improvements with the post hook shot and the post fadeaway, it might even be better this year than it was last year. And that's gonna be lit. But yeah, bro, that is pretty much all of the tweets that I did want to talk about from Mike Wang in today's video. There's also one more tweet I will put up on the screen right now. It talks about like a Chris Paul crab dribble animation that they're putting into the game. So I'll let y'all read that for yourself because in my opinion, it's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, that pretty much does wrap up the video. But one last thing, bro, I just do want to say right now that Mike Wang is officially my favorite 2K developer. Now, I didn't really have a favorite 2K developer before this. Yeah, bro, all that has changed because Mike Wang is now officially my favorite 2K developer because look at this, yo. He liked my tweet on Twitter. That's tough. But yeah, bro, that pretty much does wrap up the video. Make sure you do go ahead and comment down below in the comment section what you think about everything mentioned in this video regarding NBA 2K19. Also, remember to go vote on the poll over on Twitter for what player is next in the How to Make Your My Player Exactly Like Blase Blah series. Remember, whoever wins that poll, I will make a video on tomorrow. Also, like I mentioned earlier on in the video, make sure you go ahead and drop a like. Yo, the like goal on today's video is 40, so if we could smash that, bro, that would be dope. And yo, if you are new to the channel and haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, turn those notifications so you never miss any of my bigger content. I'm trying to go hard on YouTube right now on this road to 10,000 subs. We daily uploading, you feel me? But hey, that's pretty much it for today's video, bro. I am out. Peace.